Hello, it's Jason Haynes from DizzyInfinity.tv and ToyBoxImagineer.com, and we're here to talk about farming. And we're going to start with a basic tutorial on what exactly farming is and why you would want to do farming. And basically, it's all got to do with sidekicks. So let's have a look at sidekicks in this game. Sidekicks are effectively like AI-controlled co-op partners that you can use in the toy box, in some of the toy box games discs like Toy Box Takeover, and each sidekick has a number of attributes. So if we take this Robin Hood sidekick for instance, we can go to gear and we will see that we have all these hat options available for this sidekick, each one with their own special unique abilities that are then gifted to the sidekick. Now the important thing to realize with each of these particular hats and weapons, mind you, you can see that they require a certain level of a particular stat. For instance, this pro grenade launcher requires 14 swords, or we can assume attack, that means attack. And in the top left hand corner of the screen you will see the current statistics of Robin Hood, which I have built up using my farm, which we'll go into in a minute. But as you can see, Robin Hood here is nearly maxed out as far as his stats are concerned. So he's going to be able to use most of these weapons and tools or hats. And so the question is, how do we raise the statistics of a sidekick? Well, we do that through food. And we can access the food menu through the square button in this dialog screen. And we're given the overall stats of each of the characters, and down the bottom in the ribbon you will see food. Now each item of food will tell you what element it increases, what attribute I should say. So this Alice mushroom will increase the tools and the luck attribute. Now it's also worth mentioning that it's not one vegetable or fruit or food. It's not one food item per level. The way the food works is some items like this sunflower seed will raise the tools stat a little bit, but only a tiny little bit, whereas a Mickey Mouse pop will increase it maybe 4 or 5 times the amount that what a seed would. And that's important because you can see that there's a hunger stat right there. And if I start feeding Mickey bars to Robin Hood here, see the hunger continues to increase. So what happens is, when that hunger bar reaches its maximum, then you can no longer feed that sidekick, and you'll have to wait till he becomes hungry again before you can feed him. So that's why it's important that when you are farming, that you're farming the food that's going to yield you the most benefit, but not taking up too much of the hunger. That's obviously going to be most efficient. And as you can see, some of these actually affect 2 statistics. So I haven't necessarily unlocked all the different food items as yet, but that's ultimately how it works. The main key thing is to make sure that you're getting the best food possible, and it will explain how to actually get new different foods and so on in the next video. I just wanted to cover the basics in this one. Okay, so it's all about sidekicks. It's about feeding sidekicks to make them more powerful by giving them access to more gear, be it hats, weapons, or tools. Okay, so I want to call your attention to gear because you've basically got there's 3 different main types of gear that you're going to be unlocking for your sidekicks. There's obviously attack, or combat-based gear, so weapons and helmets that give attack or defense properties. There are theming hats that will turn your character into a toy box themer that will either build things in the theme that their hat is or theme things based on what their wand is. And then thirdly, we have the farming hats. So what these farming hats do are allow you to farm or plant the particular item that is listed or pictured on the hat. Now, all of these require, as you can see, a luck value. So you want to, right from the get-go, be getting as much luck-based foods as you can so that you can use some of these higher rated ones that are like level 18. So you have hats and you have these gardening tools. I currently have unlocked watering cans and farm hose up to a pro farming hoe. Okay, so they're the tools and they're the hats. But now let's start to look at how we actually get these things and how we actually go about farming. So we'll see you in part 2 of this farming guide series.